Hello and welcome to episode 63 of Star Wars Culture Live. Oh my God, you had like the most evil lighting going on there for a second. I am Ian, aka Nerdiest Stepdad, and this is Marty, aka Core World Network, and we are the hosts of Star Wars Culture Live. We are a positive Star Wars podcast. We know that the internet, especially the Star Wars side of the internet, can be a dark and toxic place, and we're here for the opposite of all that. We like to celebrate what we love about Star Wars, the fandom, the media, the cosplay, the fans, anything that comes into the universe that we that we can get excited about. And right now, that happens to be Maul Shadow Lord, and also the Mandalorian and Grogu coming up. So throughout the show, if you have anything to add, if you have any comments, questions, concerns, random thoughts, go ahead and throw them in the comments. We love to interact with listeners or viewers. So yeah, go ahead and do that. We always like to start with a segment called "What You Up To." So Marty, what we're nearing the end of Maul Shadow Lord, but Star Wars or not, what are you up to?
May the 4th, they brought out the Burger King Mandalorian and Grogu bounty meals. And of
Yes.
course, I had to go and try that on May the 4th. They still have them out now, but I tried it on Star Wars Day. That was kind of crazy, especially the Burger King I went to. I was at lunchtime and it was just crowded. Like drive through mostly, but like everyone was just taking forever getting their stuff. I waited there maybe 15 minutes before my food finally arrived. But
Wow.
I'm gonna do a quick recap of that. Let's just say, so the meal, the bounty meal, the big one that you get comes with this cool box. I wish I had brought it out with me. It's sitting in my closet right now. But it comes with barbecue bounty whoppers, they call it. It doesn't have like barbecue sauce in it. It's like some kind of orangish sauce, but it's really good.
Are they just
Um,
throwing the word bounty in there
I,
just for funsies?
I think so. Just to promote the Mandalorian, they had to find some way to do it.
That's awesome.
But the burger was the best part of it for me, alongside the Grogu cookie milkshake. That was delicious. It was blue milk.
What's up, Mandalore? Welcome to the stream.
So the shake was really good too. I recommend that if you want to go out there and get anything. I'd rather do the burger and the
I
shake.
do want to get the shake. That does sound
And
good.
there's actually a combo where you can just do the burger and the shake with a side of fries. But the main meal also comes with what is it? Garlic chicken fries, Grogu garlic chicken fries, as they call them. That wasn't really that good. I don't know if it was my Burger King's fault or if that's just how they are overall, but they weren't really that good. I had it with marinara sauce because you can get a sauce to dip them into, and marinara just felt better to me than having garlic. Otherwise, I had garlic in my breath all day. And then last but not least is the Imperial cheddar cheese tots, as they call them, but they just look like like your cheese balls, that fried cheese balls.
Huh.
Uh, they were all right. It's like
When you say the
6 of
words fried
those.
cheese balls, that sounds pretty amazing, honestly.
What is it? Cheese curds. There you go. Cheese curds.
Oh, there you
Yeah,
go. Okay. Yeah.
yeah. So
See,
they're
I want
basically cheese curds. They were all right. The cheese curds and chicken fries. But it came with also one of 4 Mandalorian and Grogu cups.
nice. I did see those. We have some questions in the chat actually about those. Apparently the UK got metal color changing cups and we get
Yes, I
the
saw
plastic
that.
ones.
And I was so mad because I saw the video for the UK color changing ones, and
And it's
why don't we
awesome.
have those? Yeah,
But
those really cool.
we
It's
don't
like,
get those. We just get the little plastic ones.
okay, we just get the plastic ones. I also got another one. I went to Burger King today because I really wanted that Whopper again. And I
Yeah.
got this one. This one's blue. This one has Zeb on it.
Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, I kind of like the blue
So
one better.
I do too. It's a lot better than this silver one right here. It's just
Yeah.
Mando, Grogu.
That's
It's got
cool.
The Inzelans on the back.
Yeah, the gray one looks a lot cooler until you see the blue one.
Right. And then they also got green and red.
Is the collector cup meal worth the price?
Well, here's the thing. The whole 20 from us, where I'm at, it's $19.99 for the Whopper, the shake, the chicken fries, and the tots. I would say no for the whole thing, but that's just me personally. But you can get them in different sizes, and the Whopper and there's just the Bounty Whopper meal that you can get with the cup, and that's like $14.99, I think it is, plus tax. But that would be worth it.
I am so out of touch on prices for like a one person's meal at like places like Burger King or McDonald's, because every time I go there, I'm buying like 20 to 40 nuggets for like a family of 5.5 people, and like and we're getting multiple freaking double stacks or McDoubles or whatever they call them, and a bunch of fries and some drinks. And it's I am out of touch with what's worth it at one of those places.
Yeah,
I have some drinkware from Oga's that could do better. Oh yeah, I mean,
yeah, definitely.
We no need to flex your high end stuff in here, Sean. Yeah, no, the Olga stuff is awesome.
I can't afford Oga's. I can't even afford to go to
yeah,
Oga's.
I can. There are some of the stuff at Oga's, like people have found like in catalogs of like Crate and Barrel or places that have, it's just like, it turns out it's just a funny shape that you can just find retail places. Like they just buy this, and when you have it in the context of like, you know, the environs of that bar, then yeah, it looks super Star Warsy, but it's just this glass from Crate and Barrel. I have one in my cupboard right now. It's like this martini kind of thing, and it has like this really thick stem with bubbly things in it. It looks kind of like space age. But I was like, oh yeah, guess I better look at those.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
All right, Burger King. Glad you got a fun experience there. I saw that they had that going on, and I don't even know where the closest Burger King is to me, other than on post. And that, like you said, that drive-through line's always absolutely insane at lunchtime because it's like the only one.
I had to go inside, so it's like, yeah, okay,
yeah. Probably you probably got in and out quicker than somebody waiting in the giant line.
The second time, yeah. First time, no.
Oh, nice. All right. My what you up to? My whole house is sick. It sucks. You might hear, I don't know if you can hear my voice at all, but it's I am all medded up on Mucinex and ibuprofen and all kinds of stuff because my voice is just shot. So I am going to skip through the news a little bit to like the bigger items. And hopefully by the time the show ends, I'll still be riding that ibuprofen high. But there's that. And also I'm starting to amass a small collection of first edition Black Series figures from Mando and Grogu.
Nice.
If you're watching on YouTube, you can see it on the widescreen, but can't really see it here. I've got my Mando. I'm keeping that, but I also found the Remnant Imperial Stormtrooper and the AT Archie driver at a Walmart. So I'm going to use those for when I do those Sabak tournaments. I'm going to use those for charity. I'm going to use those for prizes. Like if you donate an extra $5, you'll be put into a drawing for first edition Black Series. See if that incentivizes things.
I mean, they are pretty
else?
expensive, so yeah, that would definitely be an incentive there.
Yeah, I think I mean like the figures alone are like $30, and then like if you get the first editions, it's not a terrible incentive. But I'm keeping the white box Mando is mine. I'm keeping that one. Mine. That makes me feel better about opening the one I got in the black box, because I'll open that one and pose him and have him like standing like a D&D character with his Beskar sword thing, and I'll that'll be fine, and then I'll just have this on the shelf. All right, let's pivot into some news here. Add to stage. It's very, very small on the vertical screen, but I'll just kind of flip through here. I get my Star Wars news from Star Wars Underworld Instagram page. If there is important Star Wars news, they post about it. Multiple posts a day, good stuff going on there. Star Wars Galactic Racer will officially release on October 6th, 2026. I cannot express to you how excited I am for this. It's on the back burner right now with all the Maul Shadow Lord and all that stuff, and Mando and Grogu coming out, but I have played racing games, especially like space or fantasy or those sci-fi racing games. This is going to be totally my thing. I'm super excited. Yeah. I'm going to try not to be too competitive about it, but I know myself and it's going to be a problem. The official Fortnite calendar of Star Wars events has been revealed. Marty is going to talk more about that in a little bit. Let's see. Star Wars Celebration LA officially adds Hayden Christensen, Ian McDermott, Anthony Daniels, T. Bradley Baker, and Michelle Ang to its celebrity guest list. I don't think anybody expected anything less from that. Lots of big names there. Like I said, all kinds of issues. A new projection from Deadline suggests Mando and Grogu movie could earn $80 million, over $80 million during its 4-day opening weekend. I will be at least 50 or so of those dollars. What else? Oh, he said Kenobi. In his thing. Sorry, yeah, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna mention like the projection thing. I felt like it increased a little bit more, but at the same time, I haven't really heard outside of our Star Wars peeps that like this is gonna be a great movie. But then again, I don't really hear much about any movie these days that people are saying gonna be great, including the Marvel movies. But hopefully, since there are no Marvel movies, Mandalorian and Grogu has a chance at the summer box office slot here.
Yeah,
and not get ran over like Solo did.
Yeah, no, there's not a Marvel thing in theaters to compete with it at all. And there's no Dune 3 either, which will be a problem for Marvel. What was I gonna say? Oh, really the only movie I've heard crazy stuff about lately besides Star Wars or Marvel. This might be my own circle, and that's like my own echo chamber, and that's my fault. But Project Hail Mary, I've heard, was freaking fantastic, and I have not been able to see it yet. And so I will have to make sure I see that soon. Very cool. May the 4th be with you artwork on Disney Plus, both for Star Wars in general and then all the movies. Had cool stuff. Yep, Maul Shadow Lord finale. Almost Star Wars Day. Lots of fun May the 4th posts here. What was I gonna say? Lots of good artwork things. Oh, new poster for Mando and Grogu. 2 days ago, Maul Shadow Lord became the highest rated Star Wars TV series on Rotten Tomatoes. I am impressed. I mean, I loved it, but I did not see anything overtaking Andor. So that's pretty impressive.
I'd say with that, it's probably because you got kids watching it too. That probably helped boost.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. You probably got a lot of kids like who like the Clone Wars stuff that are getting into there. According to Nielsen, viewers watched 33 billion minutes of Star Wars content in 2025 across linear TV and streaming. 33 billion minutes. I can't even I can't even fathom that number. That's such a huge number. Like, it's hard for me to put that in perspective at all, There are a lot of photos here. There was a fan event for Mando and Grogu in Berlin a couple days ago, and Sigourney Weaver was there. Pedro Pascal was there. Din and Grogu in costume were there. Jon Favreau was there. He is signing autographs, taking photos. Yeah, he's out there. Devin Azara, yeah, fan post here. I'm a huge Devin Azara fan. New official Lego version of Mando Grogu poster has dropped. I have several Lego Mando and Grogu's around the house. I gotta find one to just put on my desk. It's time. A character played by Sam Witwer single-handedly destroys a two-legged Imperial Walker. It has happened twice. Once in Force Unleashed and once in that episode that we're going to talk about scenes. So
I am the enemy of your enemy now.
And they also posted about a scene in Rebels where Maul says that he cannot defeat a certain Sith Lord alone. And that scene has a lot more context now. We will get to spoilers in a little bit when we get to talking about the Maul Shadow Lord episode. But yeah, actually right now. So that is our news. So from this, hey, Hannah Rayside, what up?
Hey.
I know you were watching Maul. I know you loved Maul. Yeah, we're getting into the meat of the episode here where we talk about fun spoilers and stuff. So let me find that little of Maul Shadow Lord, which dropped 2 days ago. So if you have not seen those yet, go watch them and then come back to this video because we're going to talk about the crazy things that happened. So yeah, get in there. Oh, we got a comment. With the newest trailers for Mando and Grogu out, do you think they are setting up Mando's death? I do want to talk about this because why did that one caption on Facebook from Star Wars say like this next mission could be his last? Don't do this to me. Don't play with my emotions like this.
And there's also that scene in that trailer too where Grogu's touching Mando's hand and he looks like he's laying.
Don't do this to me. I know he gets captured. Like we can tell he gets captured. He's like tied up or something, and he gets put in the water with that snake. I'm ready for it, but I'm not ready for it. I saw a trailer just today that was very heavily implying it. I did not see any new trailers today. Was there another one that dropped?
There's like tidbits, like 30-second teasers. They always like
little
mix
things.
it around and be like hope, sacrifice, heart.
Yeah, like with the reels and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I thought about that when he was saying like the young protect the I don't know. Are the caption on Facebook made me feel like they're soft launching it, and I will not be okay. Do you understand?
I feel like
I will need a 1 year break. I will need to be in mourning.
Yeah, I feel like Lando in Solo is like, I don't like it, but I accept it.
Like, yeah. Yeah. That's great. Yeah. I hate that, but I will accept what Dave Filoni has or Jon Favreau has in store for me. I trust him. But also if he dies, he died like doing something freaking heroic. So what a Mandalorian way to go.
And if he'd go, he should go out with Filoni's movie.
Yeah, also that. All right, yeah, let's get into this Maul Shadow Lord stuff here. So, like we said, spoilers ahead. We're going to talk about the latest 2 episodes, which came out 2 days ago. So if you haven't seen that, go watch them and then come back and listen or watch the rest of the episode because we love talking about it. All right, I have my list here. You have your list there. Just oh my god! Yeah.
I was ready. I was like, oh my god.
Go for it. Just go. What I'll do is I'll see if I can interject and maybe we can go like chronologically through each episode. Like if you mention something that I also mentioned, and we'll see if we can do it that way.
Yeah. Although I do want to do this and then we can start this, but I do want to say it is now officially confirmed. Rook Cast is not the armor.
Yes, which is a little bit of a relief for me. Yeah, I would have had to do some heavy sighing if that was the case. Yes.
But we'll get to that moment. Mm-hmm. I just had to say that. I've been waiting all day to say that. I've actually waited since Monday. I was like, oh my god. But let me see. I do. I'm glad we finally got to see Dryden Voss. I am disappointed though that he's not played by Paul Bettany.
Me
In this,
too. You have like a
like,
fan favorite actor, and you didn't go with him. I mean, the guy did great. The actor did great, but it's like
he did good. I mean, maybe you could say it because he's younger, but Fennec Shan was played by Ming-Na Wen in both places. But I guess
right.
Paul Bettany's schedule with Avengers and wherever Vision's going.
He is
So
a big name.
yeah, that too. A big name for so little lines might cost a lot.
Yeah, true.
I love to see that Maul's and Devin's connections are starting to grow a little bit stronger, like where he's just able to just project himself anywhere to Devin, be like, Devin, let's meet here.
Yeah, that was pretty wild. That was a bold, very very forward of him to just be like, hello.
Yeah, and then Docky's like, he wants this. I mean, we probably shouldn't.
Are you cheating on me with Maul?
Right, that's what it feels like. It's like a couple,
bit,
and
yeah.
she's cheating. Yeah, it's weird. Although it's like should be a father daughter relationship.
Yeah, that's true.
Like you're going for the bad boy, and dad does not approve.
Yeah.
The amount of carnage that Maul himself has left behind in that station door right there, especially with that scene we just saw earlier with him taking down a walker, like he ain't stopping for nobody. You get out of his way or die. Actually, and die. Either way, you're going.
Yeah, stealth is now completely not over. So I mean, part of me is wondering, like, did he want some Imperial attention so he would have a way to separate Devin and Daki?
That's a good point.
Or were they straight up just planning on leaving? Because he could, I don't know. Because inviting that in is inviting a lot of things that he cannot control.
I mean, that does kind of lead to that next point where it was like, where is it? They were talking in the Essence like got down the grate. Rook's like, what do we do about the master? And she's like, listen, he's a Jedi master. We still need him for now.
Have some respect.
Yeah, have some respect.
We need him for now. Yeah.
And then
while they were on that path to the station, I was yelling at Lawson, like when he was like, are you sure this is the right way? And Lawson's like, here, let me explain the entire route so you know it, and then you no longer need me. I was like, dude, what are you doing? If you don't give them all the information, because then you have nothing that is useful to them. Like you have given them your entire bargaining chip.
I guess it feels like it's one of those trust and trust. Like, I trust you to get us there. If you trust me to, like we protect you, we'll get you there, or vice versa. You protect us, we'll get you to that location or whatnot.
That's
I don't know.
Too much trust. I mean, look at that guy. Look at Maul and tell me you can trust him.
I mean, he let Vario live as long as he did, and he didn't need him anymore.
I don't know. Vario is the one who got their escape route. Dryden Voss called Vario.
True, but he could have killed him the episode prior to that where they're running through the sewers. He's like, you're free to leave if you want, but take your chances with the Empire.
Ooh, this is Star Wars. If you don't see them killed on screen, they aren't dead. Calling a Rook and Lawson team up for season 2 now.
Yes, but Rook, you did hear her throat get crunched, especially if you have your earbuds in.
I do. Yes, I do believe she is. Yeah, I don't think she made it out of that one.
And even then,
I think that was
Vanessa
them.
Marshall. Yeah,
I think Vanessa that was Marshall, them showing us that she died.
Yeah, Vanessa Marshall even said she's like, the crew was asking me how I'd like to die, and she basically said, I want I want my neck basically to be ripped out of my throat at this point.
Oh my god!
And she's like, and they're like, and you'll get that, so just make the noise.
What a fun thing! Oh my god! I mean, who would you want to be killed by? Like, yeah, what a great question. If Vader is an option, hell yeah.
Now, Lawson, that's a good. That's another thing. Is I also saw Alex from Star Wars Explained. He could survive. We just don't see it.
It makes perfect sense for them to just capture it, like stun him and capture him. Like he could still be useful on Janix for Imperial things.
Yeah,
and they definitely left that open ended. I agree.
Yeah. But moving back through to that tunnel to the acid, I which is kind of interesting to know that all the filth of Janix basically goes under there, and Two Boots is like, I must report this. And then you see the faces of Docky, Lawson, and even Maul just look at him like, dude,
What did you say?
We're in the middle of running from these people.
Read the room.
Which is not important right now, and I must remember that. I don't know. I'm glad they gave Two Boots a little bit more, things to be funny again. Especially when he and Spybot were on the skiff. He's like, now it's like, now I know how it feels to be someone like you or on your end. And then Spybot's like, yeah, it's a good thing. And Two Boots is like, that is not a good thing.
Yeah, I'm glad he eventually turned the corner against the Empire. It was good TV, but I just felt so bad watching that rift between him and Lawson. It hurt my soul.
And it felt like you kind of knew something was gonna gonna happen to Brander, because how he finally has a moment with his son, and that always means something's gonna happen afterwards. Now, does that leave it open-ended afterwards? Maybe, but you knew something was going to happen because there's a lot of closure and a lot of, getting close to your family again, it's a redemption thing.
Yeah. I did write down, it was like family moment equals Lawson dead. So as soon as they started talking and he was apologizing for being not there for him, I was like, oh, he's so gonna die.
And then you get Spybot ruining it, going, bleh. Thanks.
Jerk.
Now when Marek and Crow come flying down that tunnel to face Maul and company, they were cool. Like, that was so cool. It was almost like a nightmare because it sounded like almost. I thought I heard screeching too, so it was like, ah!
Yeah. As soon as they were attacking, you expect it to be like just like every other reveal when it's like, oh, they're here and they ignite their lightsabers all slow and then blah, blah, blah. But no, they zagged when we expected them to zig, and they just literally zigzag through the hallway. They're like, and they knew their quarry was there. They knew that time was of the essence. They were like, no.
And the choreography of those lightsaber battles in that little space was just amazing.
Yeah.
Like Docky, who's basically had his ass kicked all season, still holding up. I was like, oh my God. This guy's got it in him. No wonder he's a master.
8 blades. You got Maul's double, both Inquisitors doubles, and then both Jedi.
Yeah, wow. That's a lot
8
of blades
in that freaking choreography there. And every moment, like, you can't look away because you're gonna miss something freaking cool.
Yeah.
It was so neat. Now
I hate how Icarus went. He just falling, tackling stormtroopers into the acid.
I don't know. I thought that was pretty cool.
I mean, it was pretty cool, but I kind of hate. I was like, man, I liked Icarus. You should have kept at least one of the brothers alive longer.
Yeah.
But as we saw throughout this whole season, nobody is safe.
Yeah. No, I think I agree. I'm sad that he did die, but I'm okay with the way that he died. It was pretty badass. He was like, you shot me like 6 times. I'm still not dead. have some daggers, and then I'm going to tackle 3 of you, and we're all going.
Yeah. Now,
It was pretty epic.
I thought, I'm still trying to figure out the whole Mandalorian armor thing, even during like a little after the Clone Wars. It's like he died a little too easy, I thought.
Yeah, that I think it's not. I mean, it's not
Just
pure
pure
Beskar. No, so I think maybe direct hits up close. It's not the same. It's kind of the diluted or other. I sadly am not caught up enough on my lore to explain that fully, but I'm guessing it's just not it's not the covert where they have this forge and they're working from that.
Yeah.
And you have the armorer who knows how to do all that. These are like commandos who have inherited their armor from other commandos, like maybe on the main planet or something, and they just haven't. It's not quite the same.
Yeah. Poor Spybot. Like after when the whole thing happens, and then just poor Spybot just
Yeah,
that just
all of his
enrages
friends.
Maul. Yeah, like that just enraged Maul more. He's like, Icarus, he's dead. That's fine. But you killed Spybot. Why, you mother?
Right, right. I was like, why was that? Like, we saw way more of an emotion on his face when that happened than his own freaking Dathomir brother. Like, come on, bro.
But at least though, at the end of that fight, you get that awesome Star Killer pose from Force Unleashed.
Yeah,
with the double lightsaber blades. It's like, golly, man, you're just really trying to say he's Star Killer in a way.
The double reverse grip.
Yeah.
Yep, that was awesome.
It's basically what the show is. It's like a love letter, not to Maul, but also to Sam Witwer's Force Unleashed character. You got a lot of similarities.
They are just straight up taking advantage of an asset that they have that he is continually just giving.
Yeah.
He's
and
great.
Then we're finally now getting to the end of episode 9, which these 2 episodes were just jam packed. But episode 9, the way it ends, you knew something was going to happen. The Rook, when she's like, "I'm going to go scout ahead," immediately followed by after Mark's like, "Tell him he's they're headed his way."
Yeah,
you're like, someone's going to die.
Yep. That, I think, is when I knew it was Vader and not like Palpatine or something, because Palpatine probably wouldn't be on freaking Janix. It would be Vader.
Yeah. Plus it feels like that'll give Maul more incentive. So it's more like Palpatine's trying to punish Maul more, is like out of sight, out of mind. You're not even worth the flea on this dog here. It's bothersome to me.
Like, why risk it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
all right.
And then now we get to episode 10. After go right ahead. You got some more?
Yeah, no, let me go through with the stuff that I didn't touch on episode 9. I wrote that he was still obsessed with Devin. Like even no matter how difficult it gets for him to leave the planet, he's still like, I'm not leaving without Devin, my new apprentice. And it was like single minded. It was a really funny alliance of all those people trying to escape together. That was a really shaky situation. The enemy of my enemy is my friend, I guess. Someone called him, I think it was Docky, called him the Shadow Lord or something.
Yeah.
Someone literally referred to Maul as the Shadow Lord, and I was like, nice. They did the thing. I like the Walker takedown. Did you see the Marok was like sniffing the stormtrooper after he like talked to him?
Yeah.
He was like, got the stormtrooper was like, yeah, they went down to this power station, and Marok was like around his head, and I was like, what are you doing? Are you like sniffing the truth? Like,
even the trooper's like, what happened here?
Yeah, this is weird. What is he doing? I was also reminded of like when you got to the acid lake and then the cave ceiling that was too low for anybody to jump. It felt like a D&D puzzle to me. It felt like it's like a D&D challenge where it's like, how do you get across this lake when you can't jump and you can't swim? Like, how do you figure this out? I did not predict Maul letting Daki go first when everyone else had left across the lake, and it was just him and Master Daki sitting there fighting the Inquisitors and the Stormtroopers and everybody. And he he told Daki to go ahead of him. And I thought that was an excellent opportunity for him to just go, and then, oh no, Daki's overwhelmed. Like, but I guess that wouldn't have convinced. That still wouldn't have convinced Devin that it wasn't Maul's fault that he died. He needs the anger to not be directed at Maul, at himself. So I guess that wouldn't have been enough. But I just didn't see that coming. I thought that would have been the perfect opportunity to get him out of the way. Yeah, I suspected it was Vader, and I still actually didn't know that it was definitely Vader until I heard the breathing. Because the way that Rook was like, I don't know, pulled away, it seemed like it was almost like some kind of creature.
Right.
Like, and then so that got me thinking, after Vader was revealed, like, before I started episode 10, I was like, all right, who all actually knows about Vader and who Vader is? Because it's almost no one. Like, none of these people actually know that this is like a really powerful, like the Sith Lord underneath Sidious.
Yeah.
Like, they probably just think he's like, oh, this Inquisitor looks different or something like that. Like, they just know he's this dark thing. They don't know anything about him. So I was looking forward to exploring that in episode 10. So that's all my voice can handle at the moment. So yeah, go episode 10.
All right. I love that it was like Vader basically said, this is too easy. I'm not going to use both hands to fight all these people. It's just one-handed. I'm just no problem. Like, not even, I'd say break a sweat, but you can't see him sweat underneath.
Nope.
But man, he was so freaking powerful. Also just trying to crumble down the place on them before they escaped. And finally, they all split off. It's they're the left Devin, Daki, and Maul to fight Vader, and then they finally escape after Maul once again gets his side cut. Once again, this guy's leg is basically, he's going to need a new set of legs at this point.
He's a mess.
And I love how Maul just waits for Daki to walk away before Maul finally reveals, he's like, the Sith Lord, the guy that my master is the Sith Lord. He's the Emperor. You got to use your anger to fight him. And Daki's like,
the Jedi's not going to work. Jedi method.
Yeah. Daki and Maul the whole time just couldn't agree like how to go about fighting Vader, and you could see that they're still trying to work their own ways but work together. It's like Maul going in hot and heavy, angry, and Daki's all calm and trying to fight that way. But it ain't working. But Devin runs off to go try to catch up to the rest of the group, but she meets the two Inquisitors, and then Crow, the 11th brother, goes first, and you hear that high-pitched screech towards her. I was like, oh my god, are we sure they're not dead now and reanimated? Because as much screeching and screaming these guys have done this season.
Otherworldly sounds.
Yeah, it's just really eerie, but she's a very good swords woman, fighting them both off with just one lightsaber while they have two. And then Daki throws her his, and she's still able to hold her own. Like, it's amazing how good of a fighter she actually was. And I feel like we weren't really going to see her fighting ability until, of course, the famous take off your robes, that we have more flexibility.
Yeah.
Like I noticed that about a lot of Jedi and stuff. Is like you fight with their robot, and it kind of limits their movements. But once you go full combat with the robot, forget about it.
Oh yeah. Duel of the Fates. They both Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan stand there just
Yeah. And Maul's like, okay, I'll do it too.
yeah. Does Obi-Wan like go back to the hangar later and like get his robe? Or like does someone like, oh, this looks like a Jedi's robe, we'll send it to Coruscant? Like, how does that work?
I mean, he wears it for the funeral for
the parade,
Qui-Gon.
yeah.
The parade,
he's there
yeah.
at the funeral and the parade. He's wearing it, so
maybe the janitor comes is like, whose robe is this?
You drop this. You drop this, King.
Because he had to climb all the way back up and walk through the exit of the hangar holding Qui-Gon. So he's like,
oh, true.
Can someone hand me my?
They probably have droids for that.
Maybe. But Two Boots is planned the way when the Lambda class shuttle. I love it. First of all, it's funny. He's like, I see a ship. That's not ours. Yeah. And then it starts taking off and just bombarding them, trying to bombard them. And Two Boots comes up with this great plan about needing a distraction. And Vario still didn't get the hint that he's the distraction. And he's like,
that was funny.
Wait, what? Me? And then Riley just kind of adds insult to that. He's like, you got it, Mr. Big Shot.
He had to do it twice. He had to be like, I'm tall. I hate this. I can't do this. Right, let's try again. I'm tall. I'm so tall. Very tall.
You're not small. You're super tall. You're small. You're not small. You're super.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm going to use that from now on. That could be a great motivation. But Riley, I was actually impressed, not just this episode, but the last one as well, how much of a good shot Riley is. Maybe that's just his Bodekin skills coming into play, because he's very good at that sport. Maybe it just involves athletic.
Yeah, it's a physical thing. Like he's good hand-eye coordination. Maybe he's just a good shot.
Maybe his father might have taught him at one point how to shoot something.
Yeah. But after learning how to shoot actual like physical weapons with physical bullets, every Star Wars like blaster weapon looks like it would be so easy. And I'm sure it's not. Like I'm sure they showed us, like when they showed us those scout troopers in Mando when they were just trying to like shoot I forget what they were trying to shoot, the can or something.
Yeah.
And they couldn't do it. So maybe it's for some reason harder than I think, but I'm just like, oh my god, that looks so easy. There's barely any recoil or anything. Anyway.
Yeah, so now we have Devin defeats Marok. He gets kicked off Daki kicks Marok off the building, off the bridge.
Yes.
Devin's in the temple with the crow, and Maul's dealing with Vader. So much is going on of people doing things, and then finally Daki is helping Maul, and then Maul's like, wait, where's Devin? He finally realized Devin's not within sight.
Devin can't see what's happening.
So he's like, I'm just gonna force push Daki right into Vader, hoping he would take him out right there. And then I'm gonna go hightail it. Go help,
run away.
But no, yeah. But Daki, he held his own. He was able to get a shot in or two at Vader. I was very surprised by that.
So I think it's really important to note that, because they presented this dichotomy, this struggle, right? Maul is like, no, aggression is the only thing that'll work. It won't, like, he knows how Jedi fight. It won't work if you're playing defensive and fighting like a Jedi. And then Daki lands a blow fighting defensive and fighting like a Jedi. And if all three of them had taken him on fighting defensive and fighting like Jedi, they would have actually stood, I don't know, 3 times more of a chance of landing blows and maybe doing some damage to Vader.
And let's not
But
forget too.
But Maul didn't see that. Like it was
Yeah.
important. I think it's important that Maul didn't see that. He didn't know that he was wrong and that the Jedi way is more powerful than the Sith.
Yeah. And it's also to mention too that this whole time we got to remember Daki is suffering from broken ribs and just basically had his ass kicked the whole season as well. So
Yep. He's
the fact that
older. Like
he's lasted this long. It's amazing that he was able to get those shots at Vader before he actually met his untimely demise.
Yep.
And I'm not gonna lie, I was actually kind of sad about that. I was kind of annoyed with him the whole season about, Maul's actually right, but actually seeing Daki fighting just to protect people and then go out like that, I was a little heartbroken.
Devin.
Yeah.
Protect Devin, protect Lawson, Riley.
Yeah, and then Lawson himself is like, okay, the ship is here, but you can't get to the ship. I'm gonna go sacrifice myself. 2 boots, you go take Riley to see his mom. To me, but at that time, I was like, I get he needs to be with his mom, but did you remember mom works for the people that are shooting at you?
For the Empire. Yeah. Yeah, that was awkward. Like all that's gonna happen is like, oh, you're the mother of a fugitive and you're in prison too.
Right.
Like maybe don't take him to his mom. Maybe take him somewhere safe and like maybe to Maul's hideout for a little bit and then find somewhere safe through the underground from there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Lawson's Iron Man moment from Endgame.
Yeah.
It's like
one way. It was nice though that Lawson was basically is basically in a relationship with 2 boots. It's like I love you, man. Like you're basically like his second father to Riley. Like you go take care of him and all that. It was kind of nice. And then at the end, and then when they finally all escaped, though, just to see Riley and 2 boots both, just kind of huddled together, somber and sad about everything that just happened. I like that. But going back to when Devin saw Daki die, she let that rage flow. But it seems like Daki kind of gave the approval because it looked like he looked at her, and then he's like, "Go ahead." Like,
yep. It was weird.
And then then she got all angry about almost killed the 11th brother. She had more of a shot at it. And she tried to take on Vader. Maul's like, wait. No, you can't do this.
No. I have working here that rage did not work for Devin. Like she doesn't know how to do that yet. Like it like she went it clearly gave her some strength and some power, but she very quickly got like thrown into a wall after that.
Yeah.
So
like blind rage.
Yeah, it did not work for her like quickly.
Yeah. Although that's probably why she's like, I'm ready. I'm ready to learn how to control this anger.
Yeah. She's like, I feel the power, but yeah.
Did you hear though when Maul was dragging her away? She's like, when she said, "I'll kill them," her voice distorted.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
I was like, that's gonna be weird when she gets full evil. Her voice be distorted all the way.
Yep. Oh, Devin. Anything else for episode 10?
What a finale. I'm wondering now when we jump to season 2 if we're gonna pick up right there or if we're gonna do a time jump. But this episode, the last 2 episodes, the whole season really is a must watch. Like you don't have to be a fan of the Clone Wars, at least know a little bit about what Maul's story is and watch this.
Yeah.
Like this was really good.
Yeah. This was very cool. I did not expect. Here, let me go through my list and then I'll get to summaries. I think my favorite thing about this episode. So if you think about Vader and like he's supposed to be so powerful, right? And so much more powerful than so many other Sith and Jedi.
Mhm.
And but when you think about it, like he was created with that in that sci-fi era where like because of the suit, like he couldn't move his saber around much. And so like whatever his advantages are, it's not like overt athleticism, right? And so you're always like, well, how is he so much powerful than all these people that can do all these like gymnastics and things? And you just don't ever really get to see it physically illustrated how he's more powerful and what that looks like on the battlefield. Because like
Mhm.
I'm gonna be honest, if he's surrounded on the battlefield, like just like any Jedi in the Clone Wars, when they're surrounded, like eventually something's gonna get through. Like how is one blade gonna stop that from happening, you know? And
Yeah.
especially with his limited suit movement, whatever. Um, and so it's a really tough job to sell, like, he is so powerful that he doesn't need to be doing all that. He's just he knows what you're gonna do before you do it. He just has to move one hand over here, over here, over here, over here, over here, or and like the multiple times when people did combined force attempts and he's like, I am so strong in the force that it's only going to push me back a little bit. Like you're not doing shit to me. You're not
Yeah.
touching like yeah, you can touch this power. I am this power. Like it was a very very impressive demonstration of why he's so powerful and what that looks like in combat, and I really appreciated that. Um, there also was it was like, the it was like a Vader hunt, like you're creeping through, like, ruins, like, looking for, like, trying to escape Vader, and I can't imagine a more terrifying freaking game to play.
That actually in
Is that a Fortnite
Fortnite,
game?
it's a
Yeah,
Fortnite
yeah, that's what I
mission
thought.
right now where you got to run away from Vader, but at the same time you're trying to put like these power cores into their holds, but they're spread out across the ship. So you got to go grab it and then hopefully run away from Vader or try to stop his path from coming at you. Apparently, there's also stormtroopers involved, so you got that crap to deal with. But mostly Vader, he's like just this menacing guy, just going through the halls and black, like dark.
Terrifying.
Yeah,
I need to play that. That's terrifying. I hope that hangs out for a little bit.
the running is janky, so it's hard to run in that game, but still fun.
Yes, always. Uh, excuse me. Um, oh, I did write down 9 saber blades. In that fight, you got 2 Inquisitors with double blades, Maul with double blades, and then Vader and both Jedi with single blades. That is 9 lightsaber blades in this fight. Absolutely ridiculous. I thought it was funny that Daki and Maul had like a united moment where they looked at each other and Daki was like, "We can do this," and then they look at Vader and they go attack Vader, and Vader just pummels them both into the wall immediately. That was really funny. Uh, like I said, like the aggression that Maul was trying did not work on Vader. Like he was like, "No, you got to stop your Jedi thing. We got to do aggression." He goes in with aggression and just gets immediately slapped. Um, and like I said, Daki landed a blow with his defensive techniques, but Maul didn't see that and didn't learn from that. Um, Lawson, oh yeah, and Rage didn't work for Devin right away. Lawson is the hero sacrifice. Every time that Vader made a sudden appearance, like the horror like jump scare thing, his
Mhm.
music would also launch in. It was like
Yeah,
it was very cool how they made that soundtrack work for them. Um their escape was as narrow as it could possibly be. There was not really much space to work with there. It reminded me of Andor and Rogue One, how everything had to line up perfectly in order for them to get to get out.
yeah.
Um But as far as Devin, Maul's plan worked absolutely perfectly. He got the master out of the way without actually killing the master himself. She is now furious, filled with rage about the fact that her master is dead, filled with rage at someone else who's not Maul, and Maul is on the side being like, hey, I can guide you through this. And not only that, she wants it. And so that's kind of the ideal scenario that I feel like Maul could feel in the Force that was out there, and he achieved it. He did have to sacrifice Spybot and all of his friends to get there. He's stuck with Vario. I think it's so clear why we need a season 2, because like this was just an origin story almost. Like he can just now start to build something with Dryden Voss. Because he just got out of his old place. Like he's still on the run. So now with Devin, a true like Sith-ish apprentice, he can actually like start to do stuff. So I think I was surprised when they greenlit season 2 so fast, but now I'm like, yeah, I mean, if you watch this, obviously you need to see what he's going to do next.
I do hope though that the next season, or maybe the season after, they finally let us see the lightsaber that he'll eventually hold in Solo and Rebels, where it's like part of his, but also a destroyed somewhat version of the Inquisitor saber.
Yes, I do want to know where that comes from, because that I don't know which hilt it is, but I do want to know exactly how he comes by that.
I still think though, you were talking about the lightsaber count. I still think Rebels season 2 had more lightsabers than that, because they had 3 Inquisitors, Maul, Ahsoka, Kanan, and Ezra.
Yep, that is more.
Yeah, I was like, they're trying to catch up. Let's play how many lightsabers we could have.
Yeah. What'd you say? 3 Inquisitors? So that's 6 right there.
Ahsoka.
And then Ahsoka, 7, 8. And then
Maul had 2.
Maul had 2, 9, 10,
10.
and then Ezra and Kanan. So that was 12.
Yeah.
I don't know if they were all in the same exact. I don't know if they were all in the same place in the same time.
I have to go back and see the screens again. But unlike that, yeah, at least Maul's show, they had it all right there, kind of jumbled in together.
And I mean, they dumped so much money and effort into the animation for that, and the lighting around it and everything. It was crazy. All right, one final thought about the finale of Maul Shadow Lord before we go into trivia.
I'm glad that it's over, so we could focus on Mandalorian and Grogu. But I'm also sad that it's over, because I want more. you know. But luckily, we are going to get more. It might take another year, but it'll be worth it.
Hoping it doesn't take too long to come out.
Yeah,
but we do have fun stuff in 2027. So
yeah, I will say I am disappointed that we did not get an announcement for a Tales of series following the conclusion of Maul on May the 4th, like we would get something.
Yeah, I saw a leak.
I did too. They said it's supposed to be like the Tales of Luke Skywalker, I think.
Yeah, I saw a leak. Made sense. I don't know if that's real.
Because if you go to Disney Plus and you go to the Tales of collection, there's actually hands holding the Skywalker saber at the bottom of that picture.
Oh, interesting.
Everything else is kind of blacked out, but you see the hands holding the saber. And I was looking at it, I was like,
okay,
that's the Skywalker saber.
We doing Luke? We finding out some Luke lore after Return of the Jedi? I'd watch that. Not that Luke needs any more content, but
right.
All right, that's Maul Shadow Lord. As per usual, Marty has prepared a trivia challenge. If you are still watching, you can play along with me. I have not seen this trivia question, but he always creates a trivia question based on whatever we're talking about this episode. So probably something to do with Maul Shadow Lord. So you can go ahead and type your answer in the comments. No such thing as cheating. This is a group project. It's been pretty tricky, so we can talk about it and discuss. So yeah, Marty, what you got for us?
All right, let's see if it'll. My computer's being a little slow here lately. Okay. What is the name of Dryden Boss's boss in Crimson Dawn? We heard a little bit about that at the very beginning of episode 9. Is it A, Rex Terrio? B, is it Maul? C, is it Rintaro? Or D, is it himself? Is he his own boss?
I actually remember this. I watched both episodes twice because I watched them for me and then I showed my stepson. So I sometimes my brain picks up on details. It's great for fantasy football, but sometimes my brain just memorizes details like this. So I actually know without a doubt that it is C, Rintaro.
Okay, looks like we might have a comment that came in.
Oh, do we? Oh, yeah.
I thought so.
She's Hannah Rayside is agreeing with me here.
All right, let's find out, shall we? You're right.
Aha.
Yeah,
I remembered
right.
I remembered Taro, and once I saw normally I would have been between A and C, but I knew there wasn't an X and all those other letters in there. So I was like, yeah, I'm pretty confident about this.
I was gonna
about time I get one right.
I was gonna ask about what starship Dryden was flying in for this episode, for episode 10, but it didn't really specify the make and model and all that. So I was like, well, I can't use that.
I was about to say, do we actually know, or is it just like an unnamed kind of?
I think it's unnamed right now.
Okay, it'll be named soon, I'm sure. When
Yeah.
the Maul Shadow Lord visual encyclopedia comes out.
I feel like at this point, though, Star Wars is going to have an updated encyclopedia in the next year or two. Anyway,
yeah, there's going to be lots of new things to add with this show and with the Mando Grogu film. All right,
getting their own visual guide, so woohoo, I'm gonna get there.
Yes, yeah, same. All right, that's our show. That is the finale of Maul Shadow Lord. Thanks for hanging with us as we explore throughout that show, as we talked about reactions, predictions, and things. We got some stuff right. We got some stuff wrong, very wrong, but we got some stuff right. Thank God about Rookcast again. Jesus.
Yes.
But yeah, so we are actually going to take I didn't discuss this with Marty at all, but we're going to take 2 weeks off and we will come back and do a podcast again after the release weekend of Mando and Grogu. We will do a full Mando Grogu podcast episode where we talk about the movie and merch and all that and everything leading up to it. We'll do all of that, but until then we're going to take a little podcasty break here. But we hope you enjoyed what we're doing here. We hope you're excited for this show and for Mando and Grogu coming out. Lots of good things to be excited about if you're a Star Wars fan. So we will talk to you in 3 weeks. We hope you enjoyed your May the 4th and may the revenge of the 5th, revenge of the 6th, whatever you celebrate, may the Force be with you.